Hello everyone, Good Lucy here. Today I wanted to share a story that I've treasured with my whole childhood. So this story is pretty much a happy little accident of how my interest peaked for competitive gaming. At the time, little Ronnie was just an innocent little boy that was just catching up with the recent YouTube poops, using the school Wi-Fi for collecting flip notes, and pretty much just going to the history class playing Halo on the PC. This was also the time where Super Smash Bros. Brawl was the hot game at the moment. Since it was released in 2008, I actually got a Wii and a game a year later. Due to money reasons, my parents couldn't get it immediately, so I had to wait quite a while just looking at videos on YouTube of gameplay and character theories, which obviously never came true. So my middle school recently opened up the gaming club, which was obviously a gaming club, but you need to have decent or above average grades in order to stay in the club and actually participate. I myself had decent grades, even though I was kind of struggling and just gaming the whole time, not even interested in school at the moment. But as soon as I went to this club, it was great. Like, there was just so much gaming going on. I picked up a laptop that they had there stored, and they had a Project 64, which was pretty much a ROM service, and they just had a whole bunch of old Nintendo 64 games with mods and cheats on them. And I remember played Mortal Kombat, and it was just a great time. The second day I went back, it was a sunny after school. I went back to pick up the same laptop. I was playing the Project 64 ROMs, and I noticed 6 people curled up in the middle of the room with a Wii, playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl. My eyes lit up in excitement, knowing that I was going to play real people instead of level 9 CPUs. As soon as the guy was done losing, I walked up to the next guy and said, "Hey, mind if I join in for this next game?" The guy goes, "Sure." The guy playing didn't realize that I was there, challenging him. As soon as it was my turn, I picked up the GameCube controller. I was a bit nervous at the time since I didn't really know how to use the GameCube controller properly, since I always preferred the nunchucks since they were the most comfortable. As soon as it was ready to pick the characters, I picked Luigi, even though my main was Mario. I thought we were going more games in a row, since I've seen most people play on tournaments. When I was done picking my character, the guy turned to me with a smirk on his face and picked Meta Knight. I didn't know Meta Knight was the go-to character at the time. I thought it looked pretty lame since he had such a small sword, so I thought not much of him. When we were done picking the characters, he hovered over to Final Destination, which I thought was pretty cool. I liked the background of how it moved. As soon as the game started, he started comboing me into oblivion. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know that you can actually do combos like that. I was just nervous and amazed at the same time. I thought to myself, wow, I'm getting kind of destroyed here. Don't worry, the items will soon come up and I'll be able to turn the tides against them. 1 minute has passed. Not a single item has came out on the stage. I was panicking. Where are the items? This isn't right. At the end of the match, I only remember doing 78% on this guy, and he pretty much destroyed me at the end of the game. And as soon as the match finished, he turned to me and said, "GG." I didn't know what he meant at the time. I was just, okay. So I got up the chair, my arms were shaking, I got my backpack, and walked out of the gaming club. On that very day, I didn't realize that my perspective on gaming would change drastically. I was shocked, saddened, but something sparked inside of me. I realized that this wasn't the right game I was playing. Playing with items on fun stages, this wasn't the right way to play Smash. The way they were playing, it seemed very legit. and it looked like it had a following. So, as soon as that day ended, I started only playing legal stages on Brawl, no items, only limited down to one CPU, and I pretty much became a tryhard. I remember when my sister tried playing with me. As soon as I picked the rules and no items and the legal stage, she questioned me. Ronnie, why isn't there any items, and how come I ain't picking the same stage that I always pick? I turned to her and said, this isn't the right way to play Smash. I realized that in school. If it wasn't for that day, I probably would have been the same casual, innocent player, playing single player games, not realizing that competitive play actually existed for these games. In a way, I was devastated and very thankful for that kid that beat me up so bad with Meta Knight. So that was pretty much the end of the story. If you guys like that, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I also want to say thanks to the recent video I posted about Dylan. It was just so nice knowing that people cared so much, reading all the comments, leaving their final thoughts on Dylan. It was so nice to read. And despite the fact that there were haters, just ignore them pretty much. It's just them doing their own thing. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one.